We're recording.
All right, thank you. All right, I'd like to call the special June 10th meeting of the Police and Fire Commission to order. We'll start with the roll call. Vice President Boyle Roloff,
Here.
Commissioner Cobb,
Here.
and Commissioners Cheslock and Dorf are both excused. So we have a quorum of 3. First item is approval of the agenda. You received that in hard copy, hand delivered. Any changes to the agenda? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Roloff,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Cobb. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, the agenda has been approved. First item was consideration with possible action to waive the entry-level written exam for experienced patrol officer candidates. Within your packet was a formal written request to do that. Jen, a question that I had, how is that written exam used for a non-experienced officer?
So it is a multiple choice written exam with 100 questions, and it evaluates reading comprehension. I think there are some math skills and like recollection type questions,
Okay,
memory type questions. And so it is an entry level police officer test. Candidates are not required to have any sort of experience in order to take the test.
okay. Does that test sometimes weed people out?
Yes.
Yes. So if we don't have that test in, then we're expecting that whatever previous jurisdiction they worked for did a good job in the hiring process and has a candidate hired that would pass all those.
So we had some discussion about that with the police department. We would still require that all candidates complete the report writing tests to ensure that they have good written communication skills and able to write police reports. And then if candidates have had at least a year of experience or completed probationary period, whichever is longer, we felt there would be enough time to evaluate their work performance in law enforcement.
Okay,
And if anyone from the police department wants to chime in, that is fine.
Well, yeah, we can all speak to it. I think our rationale is it's an entry-level exam, you know, that weeds out those who really aren't up to speed yet. So, yeah, we are making an assumption that they are capable of passing it, but they have passed some sort of entry exam to get to where they are. And like Jen said, it'll only be full-time officers with police year of experience. And it'll just help this group here in PFC for hiring and grabbing those laterals who are interested, and we can get to them that much quicker. And we're still gonna do it on a screen.
okay,
It's the process up for us.
all right. Anything else? Any other questions by the other commissioners? If not, I'll entertain a motion to authorize or reject.
So move that we authorize this.
Okay, we have a motion to authorize this change. Is there a second?
Make a second.
Seconded by Commissioner Cobb. So we have a motion and a second on the floor to authorize this in the screening process for experienced patrol officer candidates. Any further discussion? All right, hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we have unanimous consent to make that change. So that will be effective immediately.
Yes,
All right.
going forward.
All right, thank you. And next item is consideration with possible action on the voluntary removal of patrol officer candidates from the eligibility list. We had 3 candidates that contacted us and requested removal from the eligibility list. That was Radke, Schutze, and Sandoval. Any issues with that? Questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Commissioner
Second.
Cobb, seconded by Commissioner Roloff. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any opposed? Okay, we will accept those voluntary removal items. Next item, there are two closed session items. I will read both of those and then we'll take one vote to go into closed session for those two items. And coming out of closed session, I will report separately on the two items. The first is consideration with possible action on the review of patrol officer candidate backgrounds. The commission may convene in closed session pursuant to 19.85, paragraph 1, sub C and F, Wisconsin statutes to consider employment, promotion, compensation, or performance evaluation data of any public employee over which the governmental body has jurisdiction or exercise responsibility. The commission may thereafter reconvene in open session pursuant to sections 19.85, paragraph 2, Wisconsin statutes to report the results of the closed session and consider the balance of the agenda. And agenda item number 4 is interviews with patrol officer candidates. Please take notice that pursuant to sections 19.85, paragraph 1, sub C and F, Wisconsin statutes, the commission may convene in closed session for the purpose of interviewing, evaluating, and considering employment of patrol officer candidates. Is there a motion to go into closed session for those two items?
Motion to go into closed session.
A motion made by Commissioner Cobb,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Roloff. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we are in closed session. Okay, we're
Recording.
all right. We're back in open session now. While in closed session, we reviewed backgrounds on 5 different candidates. 2 of those candidates we chose not to continue in the hiring process. In addition, we interviewed 3 candidates, and for each of those 3, we determined to continue those people in the hiring process. That concludes our agenda. So with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
Moved by Commissioner Cobb. I've read his lips.
Yep.
moved. Okay. I'll second.
Seconded by Commissioner Roloff. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned.